Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back at Alton Towers Resort. I love coming back here, it's one of the regular visits for me. The same is for obviously Alton, Chessington, and I like to come back to these parks regularly, support them. Yeah, they're not perfect, but they got loads of great rides. It's the furthest one away from me, so that is a bit of a pain for Alton Towers. It's a lot of money on fuel, but when you got rides like Nemesis Reborn, the Smiler, Oblivion, Rita 13, etc., even Wicker Man, when it's working. We'll get more onto that in a second, but yeah, I love coming back here. It should be a good day. Park hours are 10 AM till 6 PM, so about 8 hours of riding. I keep hearing things about 10:30 start off a Nemesis, but that might be something else. Might just be worrying about it too much. But anyway, Wicker Man's got issues at the moment, as you probably know. It's got scaffolding around there. The last I saw, where there's a small fire. I don't know the actual cause of it, but hopefully we'll find out at some point. So yeah. I might as well get on Nemesis Reborn first. Everyone's rushing there, and I thought, I started with Dark Forest attractions last time. Now, it'd be rude not to ride Nemesis Reborn, wouldn't it? All the hotel guests got early ride time, which I totally forgot about. 9 till 10. It's just opened at 10 o'clock. They had this holding in the queue by just before Alton Manor here. I'm going to go and give Nemesis Reborn a go, then see where the day takes me. I don't know, maybe go on Sub-Terra. That was one of my objectives for this visit. It was to get on Sub-Terra, which is up there. Yeah, I haven't done Galactica this year either, but I don't know if I'm going to do it this time either. So yeah, off to Nemesis Reborn.
The steel containment pins aren't holding it down. It's breached containment. Listen to me.
Absolutely incredible. It was another smiler for me. And when I say smiler, I mean I had a grin on my face the entire way around. It's just about to get really loud, just going up the lift again, so I'm going to have to speak up. But yeah, it's incredible. What makes that is the setting. I don't know how many times I mentioned that in the past when I've read the Nemesis Reborn, but it's the setting that makes that. You put that on a blank bit of tarmac, it wouldn't be nowhere near as good. But the theming, the setting in the valley, the dips, the twists and turns makes it such a fun ride. Despite like the shaking etc. on the back that I've just had on the back row, and there's that little rattle on the last turn. But here it comes again. I can't hear myself think. Got a little bit of a roar still. I wish I had the roar I had before when they used to be the original Nemesis with the original skeeting, etc. But yeah, it's alright. The theming's fantastic. I can't get over looking around the area. I would show you more. It's really loud in this area. This mic's not picking up the sound that good. So yeah, on to the next ride. I don't know what it's going to be, but Nemesis Reborn is fantastic, and I'll come back later on. But that was 5 minutes. 5 minutes all around the entire queue in 5 minutes, and yeah, walk on. So yeah, Galactica, Sub-Terra, don't know yet. I like how this bus is, how it's positioned in the area by the last inversion for Nemesis Reborn. It's just so good. It has all the smoke coming out the back of it. It has a voice that plays. I don't know if that's triggered by something, but I know something's triggered by when the train comes past. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, it's running very well so far, Nemesis Reborn. I only waited 5 minutes, like I said. Oh, there we go, there's the voice. I'm not sure what he says. Just look at the veins. I just love what they've done with the area. They're all over the place, these veins. Right by the helicopter up there at the other side of the Forbidden Valley. And it's a really good area of the park, this, right by Galactica's left hill. I really like it. And like I said, I'm not sure if I said it or not, but it's got like the shimmy on that last corner in the back row. I'm not sure it's like on the front row or on the middle rows, because I've made you to do the back row if I've got a choice. And they do allow you to sit there. I just mistimed that for the first time time they say I'm going to ride Galactica and it's only on the 5-minute wait, every time I walk past the area, or through the area, sorry, it's always been like an hour or something around there. It does get a long queue, and like, there's a lot of people in the park queuing up to get in the Forbidden Valley area, but I'm surprised about the 5 minutes. So they've all gone to the smaller Nemesis Reborn on the other ride, but I'll take it. 5 minutes for Galactica. Not a massive fan of flying coasters, but I'll do it, and it's the first ride this year. I've got to get at least one ride in at some point in 2024. I can't remember the queue for this, and I don't know if they got both sides open or not. I do see one side open just before I got on the queue, but yeah, let's see.
Your voyage from there will take you the rocket vistas of Vega 10 and the cosmic clouds resting. I'm sure you'll be thrilled to your experience. It's quite a sight from your first stop is a mysterious place in its sector. It's an area at deep space for real worlds, leading with a perfect starting point for Galactica's interstellar tours. Scientists believe System
Very surprised with Galactica. I've thoroughly enjoyed that. The only thing I don't like is the restraints. It's just a bit awkward, aren't they? But it's very smooth and it's a lot more fun than when I rode it with VR. I never did the original air. I've only ever done that ride when it's been named Galactica and it had VR, and that was atrocious. The quality of that VR was just rubbish. I'm going to be straight with you, it's absolutely rubbish. I didn't like it, and I'm not a massive fan of VR. Maybe I'll be persuaded in the future, but no, not in this case. But I do like that. It's a lot of fun. I just wish the restraints weren't so restrictive, and it does push into your gut a little bit, but it's alright. It's what they got to do. Maybe I've got to try a Vekoma new jet and fly a Fantasia, and that's what I really want to try, the Vekoma ones, because apparently I heard they're much better. They can be a bit restrictive as well, but what, is there a system that a manufacturer can come up with to make it not restrictive and you can get all the forces, etc.? But yeah, there's one moment of forces. One moment of force on that when you flipped on your back after the drop, that's quite forceful. Maybe, if I had to guess, that's somewhere between 4 and 5 Gs, because I really felt it really in my restraints. Felt like I was really impressed into it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun without VR, just those pesky restraints. And one thing I did notice, totally off subject, it's nothing to do with Galactica, but on the left you can see Nemesis Reborn's track going into the brake run, and it's atrocious. The paint on the actual rails, the wheel rails, I don't know what the technical term is, but where the wheels go, a lot of the paint's missing. You can see like the steel underneath. That's not good, is it? A lot of that turn is like big patches of steel that's visible, a lot of black paint missing on it. I don't know if it's like that on the rest of the layout, but I've not really had a proper look, so yeah. You can certainly see in person that Galactica needs a big wash, a massive clean, especially the supports. I don't know how much you could see of the support there for the lift, but it's very grimy, very green, it's just not clean. They did a great job with Nemesis, apart from that paint issue I've just noticed. But they really need to refresh Galactica for next season, in the off season. There are plenty of time to do it. Hopefully it doesn't delay testing if they do decide to go ahead and refresh it. Maybe they have got plans for it. I don't know. I don't have the inside stories or whatever from the park, but let's hope they do something with Galactica to complete the whole Forbidden Valley in the area, because they've done such a great job on the Nemesis side of it. And they just need to theme Galactica into it, otherwise it just seems a bit, it's like a sticks out like a sore thumb really. And I'm just having another look at the top of that lift hill, and I can't really zoom in because there's something wrong with my camera, but yeah, it's very grimy. I'm not a massive fan of it. And just before I go over to Nemesis Sub-Terra, here's a little update on Project Ocean. Everyone thinks it's a top step, no one's actually confirmed it. The park are definitely not confirmed it, but a lot more work going on. There's some sort of machinery on there. Is that a crane? It certainly looks like it to me. But they got a lot of work going on. You can see back there, a lot of concrete gone in apparently. I can't really see too much into the site itself, but there's definitely a lot of work going on close to the fence there, construction fence. Yeah, I wonder what's going on. I really like a closer look in there. Some sort of updates like they did with like the Nemesis era. I hope they market this really well as well, so you get through the year as it progresses, but they've not done any of that so far. At least I'm not aware of any advertising for it. It's just everyone knows that it's Project Ocean, so yeah, hopefully we get some more information on that soon, because it's not far from the end of the season. You got a Friday, no, I was about to say Friday night, that's Full Park, but you got the Halloween event coming up. Normally you'd want to find out some information for next season now, or maybe just after Halloween. So yeah, hopefully Project Ocean's officially announced with a name, a ride type. I'm hoping it is a top spin, and I hope you do get wet on it, because Nemesis Revenge at Chessington was Ahsoka. I never did Ripsaw, unfortunately, because I wasn't massively into theme parks back in the day, and I was kind of scared. I was a bit of a baby, so yeah, hopefully we get some information soon. What's going on? Nemesis Sub-Terra is closed. Now Curse Alton Manor is closed. I was going to ride this, but the next two rides I was going to ride, both closed. So I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Just stare at this beautiful facade here. But yeah, I don't know what it is reliability for these two rides. I've never done Sub-Terra. I know it's like a mini drop tower. But yeah, I love this area here. Gloomy Woods. I wonder what the issue is. Maybe some show scenes are not working, but would that really shut the ride down? Maybe the actual ride system's malfunctioning? Not entirely sure. They have got like the character or slash the staff member outside the front. Yeah, I won't bother asking them. The nice lady outside the front of Sub-Terra said it's just a temporary delay. I think that's just a box standard thing they've got to say. So yeah, I'm probably just going to say the same thing to me here. So I'm just going to wait around for about 5 minutes then make a decision on what I'm going to do. The problem with rides at Alton Towers, if they break down, you've got a long walk to your next ride, especially if two rides are closed next to each other like that. So yeah, long walk over to Smoker, see what happens. And here's Wickham, and unfortunately it's closed. It's been closed for about a couple of weeks, and you can see that why. It's a rumour that it was a vape, it could be something else, but it was a small fire on the turnaround. You see you got this statue here, Bob, as he's nicknamed. Station's all the way over there. So it's on the turnaround, just as you enter through the statue for the first time. I don't know why I'm calling it a statue, you'll have to excuse me, but yeah, you can see over there, got lots of black tarpaulin, is that the word for it? Over this scaffolding. Maybe they're doing some track work in there. I don't know how much damage it did. It only looked like a small fire. And yeah, but it's been closed for a couple of weeks. Maybe they're wetting some new wood, some new running rails. I have no idea what they got in place. Maybe some supports. So we'll see what happens in the future. But as long as they fix it and it's all safe to run, then I'm fine with that. I've already ridden it a few times this year. It's a fantastic ride, and I cannot wait to come back to ride it. It's going to be hugely missed, obviously, for the few weeks it's closed, maybe even longer, but it is what it is. It happens, you get little incidents like this at any theme park you go to, so yeah, you got to accept it and move on. I promise I'll get on another ride soon, but I've just looked to my right as I'm walking over from the Wickham area, and Spinball Whiz is closed. I wasn't really going to ride that next anyway, but there's 3 rides in a row now that I've seen, that I've walked past, they've all been closed. Are they all technical issues? I have no idea. But this is the problem, like I said. It's a long walk between rides, so if one's closed, and it's a massive disappointment. It's a shame, because normally you could hear Spinball, so I should have really guessed it was closed. There's a staff member outside of it. Yeah, hopefully Smoker's running. I can hear screams in the background, so it looks like it is. The Smiler, the more I dislike it. It's just very uncomfortable. It needs the lab bar restraints they have on the Infinity Coasters elsewhere, like hang time. They're so much more comfortable. Yes, you'll probably still get the shake. It's just, I'm always bracing. I'm finding myself, I'm bracing and holding on, just waiting for something, and I don't like that. It's not necessarily the roughest ride in the world, but it's not the smoothest either. There is jolts, you can feel it with the wheels on the track. I just wish it wasn't like that, and just get some restraints, retrofit them. Spend all that money on the rest of the park, well, on Nemesis, etc. You need to spend some money on the Smiler. I understand you're doing up the area, like the painting, etc. But yeah, hopefully they get restraints in the future, retrofit them. Oblivion going in the background. And the Smiler, yeah. Hopefully they do something with the Smiler. It's not the greatest. The operations aren't fantastic today either. They've got 4 trains running, but there's only really 1 running on the track. And I was the last of 3 trains stacking into the station, which is not good. Maybe there's not enough staff around the park. I've noticed in a couple of areas there's not enough staff, like on Galactica. They had someone running up and down the station, and they had well, sorry, not running up and down the stairs. There's someone shouting you out to get into the back-to-back shit. It's not good. And a lot of rides are closed, but we got Oblivion this Smiler open. It's just a shame with this Smiler. I'm disliking it the more I ride it. So yeah, on to Oblivion. That was a very good ride. I only waited 15 minutes for it, luckily. It's been very good with the queue times so far today. That's the longest I've had. Even the Smiler, there we go. Even the Smiler had a 70-minute queue, but I waited in a single rider and it was basically walk on. Normally you have to wait for a bit in that queue, but I got straight in on the Smiler. They're not doing the baggage hold on there, which is a shame. I didn't mention that in that clip for the Smiler, but they're not doing a baggage hold on that, but on Oblivion, obviously they have. But Oblivion, yeah, it's a really good dive coaster. Of course it'd be great if it was a longer ride and it had more elements, etc. But it's the original, and it's just something about where on the Alton Towers skyline, what there is of a skyline here at Alton Towers, that it just fits so well with this park. It's iconic, and I don't ever want to see it go unless they desperately have to get rid of it. And this is a major new thrill ride. There's a lot of work they did for this many years ago, 1998, this B&M Beauty. It rides just as well as I remember it riding many years ago, and it's just a classic. Oblivion here at Alton Towers. It's so difficult to get shots of this ride in the sunshine, as you've probably just seen in that footage. There's the sun streaks. I don't know what they're called, but they're just shining in the shot. And it's really difficult to get a photo of that opportunity right here. From over there, you can get pictures, but the sun's always in your way. The lighting is not great. It's alright, I've just got a picture from an angle, but I like to get pictures of my travels, and it's a bit difficult getting one on the drop, the most iconic part of this ride, but oh well. It's such a shame about this Smiler really, because it's such a great ride to watch and seeing the trains go around, especially if they're dueling. I don't think they're dueling at the moment. Well, actually, there's one going up both lifts, so we might be lucky this time, but it's quite difficult to follow. Trying to get off-road shots over here. I'm under the trees at the moment because it's quite dark under here. But yeah, I think it's just about to duel. Maybe they just delayed the dispatch a little bit too much. Here we go. Finally. It's a great spectacle. It's just a shame it doesn't ride as well as it looks off-ride. It's just a huge massive track. There's no real purpose to it, if you know what I mean. There's no real standout element. I just wish there was some sort of element that stood out. It just seems like they just plonked a lot of different versions, one after the other. I might have said that loads of times, but that's what I think it is. It's just, maybe they just did it to get a bigger version ride. No particular version stands out. I'm now over in Dark Forest, and one thing I want to point out, because I've only just recently found out, is they put this fencing in. See this tall fencing right by the Rita queue line? It is the Rita queue line, my bad. I mean that little courtyard area right by the entrance. Yeah, it's closed at the moment. Yep, never closed ride. Yeah, I was just about to get in the queue, and I thought, I might as well tell you about this, but you probably already know. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it. It's too tall, you can't really see much of the 13 station, you can't see the train coming out really that much anymore. So it's just restricted view really of that, and it's a great building. It's just a shame. About the intimate accelerators, how much I love them, and they just never get old, do they? I've said it so much in my videos, same at 4 Park with Stealth, same with this one. They just hit it like nothing else. They're the best launch coasters in the world. It's just, they're a dying breed, aren't they? I just wish there was some sort of way to maintain them. Probably I wish they weren't so expensive to maintain, but parks go to LS7s now, and while they're fantastic launch coasters, that just don't hit as much as they do on these. This is not one of the quickest, as you probably know, but it's just that initial launch, acceleration to its top speed, around 60 miles an hour I think it is. It's just so forceful, my head's back in the city, just amazing. It's about to launch again actually. There we go. it's a great ride really today. It's just a shame that it does rattle, well, not rattle, but it's a bit jolty and a bit shuffly as you go around the layout, but that's alright. It might be because I was in row 8, but it's a fun ride. 30 minutes, I just waited for that longest queue of the day. Yeah, it's not really worth an hour or longer, but if it's going to be a short queue, then might as well ride it. It's just closed, so I popped it in, got through a 30-minute queue, then got on. 13 is very enjoyable, like a lot of the other rides here. I really wish that they got rid of that brake on the drop. They probably can't get rid of it for safety reasons. Maybe it goes through the course too quick, but I want to see what it's like without that drop. The brake on the drop. That'd be a really snappy layout. Don't get me wrong, it's fun already. That's fantastic, and I love the drop in the dark. I love people surprised when they don't realise that's happening, and even just going backwards in the dark. And one thing that does hit people, I was going to say something else, but something that does hit people quite suddenly is the brake run launch. I say launch, it's like dry tire that move you down into the station, but yeah, that's really enjoyable. It's a really enjoyable ride. I just wish it wasn't stopping you as much on the drop. I get it's a family ride, but I just want to see what it's like without it. Like, imagine if it was a bigger ride, you wouldn't need that brake, would you, on the drop? But yeah, it's fun ride 13. I'm just off to do something else. There's a lot of closures already at the park today. I saw a lot of major coasters were closed, so I'm going to go and try and do Sub-Terra, because it says about 40 minutes on the app last time I checked. I changed my mind already. Curse at Alton Manor is open, 10-minute wait. I thought, oh, I'm walking past it, I might as well get it down. It's a fantastic down ride, so yeah. I'll try and get Sub-Terra in afterwards. Incredible as usual, absolutely fantastic. One thing about that ride though was the trommel wasn't working. It wasn't spinning, but the clock at the end was spinning. It was still good. You got all the effects around it, but it is a bit trippy when it is spinning. And as much as it does do that to me, I kind of like that effect. That was partly why I was in there, so it did spin. But it's alright. It's got the effects going around it. But there's so many scenes I like. I like the outdoor scene. It feels so real. It feels so real, and you got the dollhouse, you got the attic, you got all sorts. Even the scene at the start when you go down, I think it is a dining room or a banquet hall or something. When you got, I think it's Emily at the end on the screen. There's so many scenes in there really good. It's so difficult to describe it. I don't have an encyclopedia and brain, unfortunately. So yeah, Curse at Alton Manor is incredible. Just a couple of effects in there I think are not working, but it's not the end of the world. It's still incredible, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And luckily I got a walk on just as it opened. It said 10 minutes, but I got on with it in 5 minutes. Not even that, 2 minutes. It's a bit more of a queue now, but nah, it's worth waiting for, even if it was half an hour. So yeah, Nemesis Sub-Terra. I was waiting in the queue for a while, and yeah, we got evac because it's been shut down for a while. I can't really judge how long it was shut down, but we stood there for a while anyway. And everyone got told to leave. Well, at least I think everyone got told to leave, because everyone left. I don't think anyone's stuck in there waiting out. So yeah, Nemesis Sub-Terra, again, I can't get on it at the moment. I really can't get on it. I'm down in Forbidden Map anyway, so I might as well just have a walk around the area. Have a look at all the theming again, because it's really good. There's a helicopter. I like how everything's working. Blades are working fine. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I got on Reborn. I think it was 25-minute queue last time I checked, but because everyone's been out of the Sub-Terra queue line now, they might be all the way down there. But the operations have been fantastic on rides like Nemesis. Yeah, let's go and see what's going on down here. It looks like Nemesis Reborn is stuck. I think the effect is triggered as well on this inversion. Yeah, it just stops on the left hill. I've seen it happen before, but there's got people on it. I have no idea what's going on. row 4 Nemesis Reborn, and yes, it does shake still. And yeah, I think you notice it a little bit more in the middle row for some reason, because especially on the last turn, it's definitely rattling and shaking and doing all sorts on that last turn. Maybe that's why it's got the issue of the paint on the running rails. It's just strange that is that issue, I mentioned it earlier. Yeah, it's a very fun ride that I was smiling the entire way around, shaking, rattling, etc, whatever it is. It's not deterring me. I love that ride to bits. The theming, the area, how it sits in the area, it's just so good. I love that ride, it's so much fun. And I've said to people in person as well, if I can smile the entire way around, it's a fantastic ride. And you imagine if that was butter smooth and had a louder roar, that'd be incredible, phenomenal. Nemesis Reborn is just amazing. The operations continue to be amazing on Nemesis Reborn. It's just a typical B&M, isn't it? As one leaves the station and never enters, it's just like clockwork. They're all, I was about to say they were rushing around the station, but they gotta do that to get the operations up to the top level. I don't know how many it is per hour. Is it something like 1600, 1400? I could be totally wrong, but amazing operations by the Alton Towers team. Let's try again, shall we? Nemesis Sub-Terra. Hopefully we're successful this time. It doesn't look like it's that bad queue-wise down there. We're waiting all the way back there before they actually evac us out of the queue. And that's where you enter the ride. Got ride access to my left. There's a bit of a cap in here, but you just walk straight through it. It's got screens up there and explaining the storyline about the Nemesis egg. The Paladins discover the new Nemesis egg, which fits in with the storyline quite well actually. Yeah. So where do I begin then with Nemesis Sub-Terra? I only waited about 10 minutes. The queue line, there's nothing special about the queue line. Went all smoothly. It got there just after I opened everything. So yeah, about 10 minutes or just a bit less. And then you got a baggage hold, put everything in a baggage hold, and they've got this lady picking people for each side in some sort of character. I can't tell if she was in character or she just didn't want to do her job. I honestly couldn't tell. Maybe it's just how the Paladins set up. I have no idea. But yeah, we get badged up, you've got two sides of the room, TV screens around, and it tells you a little bit about the origins, etc., the eggs, group of eggs, and the Nemesis egg that's found. Then you're badged into, you got four sides of the drop tower. And then only one side was not being used, and three of them were being used, and it's got this stupid restraint that they have to kind of jump on and lean on to get it going. It took about 2 minutes to get ours working, to lock it in, but then when that was done, that was sorted. You can see the egg in the middle of everything around it, but other than that part was my favourite part of the ride, the actual drop tower part. I think it was quite lackluster, except from just seeing the egg. That looked good, don't get me wrong, and some of the lighting effects, etc. But the drops were lackluster. Nothing going on there really. There was like 2 drops. I think there was 2 drops. I honestly can't remember. That's how forgettable it was. Then after that sequence ends, I couldn't describe it that well because it wasn't that special. After that ends, they rush you out of all the red lighting, down the paths into the next elevator. I forgot to mention you got like a first elevator that it pretends it's an elevator, but it didn't really fool me the first time. But the second time, after the drop tower sequences, the floor does move a bit more, but you really can't tell. How do you describe it? You can't really tell you're moving. It isn't that believable. I know you're technically not moving, but you'd think they'd get it spot on, but nah, not really. And then after that, you're out of the main ride bits, like the elevators, the drop towers, and you go down the path, like the cage either side. You've got actors in there that jump out. Then you got this sort of corridor after that. It's just all white. I think there was posters. I honestly can't remember, but overall, I'm possibly not doing a good job at describing that. But overall, I wasn't impressed. Apart from the last bit with the actors, the lighting effects, etc. But I just wish the ride sequence itself was better. There was more drops, more movement with it. Yeah, but overall, I'm a bit disappointed. But it's still fun to go on. I'll go on it again if it wasn't such a long queue. So I managed to fit in one more ride on Nemesis Reborn, which brings my total amount of rides on Reborn to 3. That's fantastic. I could have done a lot more today. Now I have actually done a lot today, to be honest. About 9 rides in total. I think 3 Nemesis Reborn. It's been fairly busy. Queues haven't been too bad. Nemesis Reborn all day had a queue about 35 minutes or under. Just waited under 5 minutes. It's basically walk on if it wasn't for such a long queue. We were using the shortcut, but it's a long walk still, even with that shortcut. Yeah, that was fantastic. Other than that, I did Sub-Terra. Didn't do Wicker Man, which is a shame. We know all about Wicker Man. It got on Smiler, Oblivion, 13, Rita. Yeah, we had a great day today. It's not been warm. It's been quite chilly with the breeze, but I haven't needed to wear a hoodie or a coat or anything. So it's other than cold chill every now and then, it's been alright temperature wise. So yeah, overall it's been a fantastic day today, and I'm glad I finally got on Sub-Terra. It didn't wow me, but it's sort of fun in areas. The drop tower part wasn't my favourite, but the highlight of the day, of course, will always be Nemesis Reborn, unless Wicker Man opened soon. But yeah, Nemesis Reborn's been the highlight. Other than that, all the rides have been good in most of the aspects. It's just Nemesis Sub-Terra was a little bit of a disappointment for me. I was expecting it to be a bit more special, but it wasn't. But yeah, fun day overall here at Alton Towers. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you soon.